that's nobody else got something for you, but keep it to yourself. I'm feeling curious, want to explore it, nothing too serious. Forget the world for a minute, before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it, hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, 'cause sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come on, here with me, I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay, we'll take it slow.
I grew up a huge 2K.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, Ernie. You know,
Huge
typically
deals.
huge deals. You know, but typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in midseason. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, Ernie, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York. Looking for the third straight win against these guys this season. They've won them all so far.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Two teams tonight that resemble MASH units.
Right,
Brent, for the injured players, talk about the emotions they are going through. Not able to help their team, sitting and watching and feeling pretty helpless.
Well, there's two parts to that, right, Kevin? You're out and you're hurt, so you want to get healthy, but the dynamic of the team results can affect how you feel about your injury. If the team is winning, there can be a mounting bit of pressure about your return and
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And Gordon over to help. Tipped away. Back to Lee. Beasley sets a screen for Lee. Here's Cantor. 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in.
a reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
Now let's find out what head coach Jeff Hornacek had to say to David Aldridge. DA.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. Let's see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
And Lee does a little bit of everything well for this ball club.
Here's Biyombo, and it's Biyombo with the jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And the Knicks with possession here. 4-point game. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and Kevin, they got punished in that third quarter. They just came out without any fight after halftime, and you can't do that.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
And stolen by Simmons. Kicks to Biyombo over Cantor. Second shot opportunity, and Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got his first points of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Jack kicks to Cantor. Inside, here's Beasley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Gordon, it doesn't go for him. And New York the other way now. This is to Hardaway. Back to Jack, expanding his range. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Just didn't like the energy level in that one, and that offensive execution also was lacking.
Now, they made a few shots, Reg, but just wildly inconsistent.
Deflects the pass. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Magic leading by 6. Here's Gordon. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Nice job operating in the mid-range, using his size advantage to rise up and fire over the defender.
And Gordon over to help. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 8. And now Orlando on the break. Gordon's running, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
It just feels like at this point, the Knicks know they need to build around Kristaps Porzingis for their future. Best player for them on both ends of the floor, as he's a great rim protector. He's very young, connecting with New York City. There's some hope there.
Taking a look at some stats for Cantor. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging about 18 points per, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Here's Beasley, and the layup's good off the glass. With Porzingis, he truly is the star the Knicks were waiting to draft.
Well, you might go all the way back to the draft when Patrick Ewing ended up putting on that New York Knicks ball cap. Maybe even Mark Jackson, who ended up as the Rookie of the Year as the 18th pick for the New York Knicks. They do have their centerpiece moving forward. Kristaps Porzingis is a very unique talent in the NBA. Really the pressure on now to build around that guy and get back to contending basketball in the Eastern Conference.
Magic leading by 10. Here's Gordon, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Aaron Gordon, the athletic Aaron Gordon, playing much of last season at the small forward position during Serge Ibaka's short-lived stint in Orlando.
Yeah, and while he was excited to stretch his skill set, pretty clear it was a bad fit, especially in today's NBA. Gordon is a power forward, period. The Magic invested the 4th pick on him in that 14 draft, and they have to give him minutes at his natural position as his game continues to evolve.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw.
And since Dwight Howard back in 2012, the rebuild effort just has languished here in Orlando, unable really to draft any superstar talent. And last season, trades for veteran talent didn't really move the needle either.
Orlando leading by 9. Augustine with it. Now Jack defending, and it's Gordon missing.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Stolen by Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Knicks trail by 11. And Greg, when you look at the Magic, do you see a plan or a roadmap here?
Well, you look at that trade for Serge Ibaka going into last season, and that was probably a sign that ownership was growing impatient. They wanted to cash in their chips and really go for it. And now they might need a rebuild from that rebuild.
You're right. Jack dishes to Cantor. Poked away. Stolen by Gordon. One-on-one fast break. Right through the D for the layup. Gordon's got 21.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Knicks trail by 12. Outside Jack to the paint. Beasley.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
We're trying to extend the possession so you appreciate the effort. Better just to head down the court sometimes and not give up a team foul in that situation.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jack passes to Hardaway, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jack against Augustine. Unloads from 13. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And here come the Magic again. Orlando with the fast break. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got his first basket of the night.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Gordon over to help. Now the dish to Cantor. Here's Beasley. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. DJ Augustine picks one up. The Knicks shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Beasley. Brett, what about moving without the ball? Who are some of the guys that, beyond just doing it, do it with great effectiveness?
The first guy that comes to mind is J.J. Redick. Old school, in the vein of Reggie Miller, running off of multiple screens with those scattered short steps to get himself on balance, square himself up, and knock shots down. J.J. Redick, Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, great players who really, in a dying art of scoring off of the screen, have tremendous fundamentals.
Rip Hamilton, too, would always run around and take advantage of those screens, and I can see him running in my mind's eye right now.
Great call, Kevin. I often read the back of Rip Hamilton's jersey because I could not catch up with the guy.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
And New York making a change here. Thomas is checked in. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for New York.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks. And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Here's Burke. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. O'Quinn, a second chance effort. Kicks it out to Beasley. Knocked away.
Yeah, just sloppy basketball in that first half. They just seem a little bit out of sync, just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points his last outing, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Troy Williams checked in for New York. Ntilikina comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Left side Williams for the 3. Offensive rebound. O'Quinn can't hit.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
And that one drops for him. And the Magic lead by 20.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Thomas. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Biyombo, and stolen by Thomas. Here's Ntilikina. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Taking a look at some numbers for Max. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Knicks trail by 17. Now Burke. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
If there's enough room, O'Quinn not bashful about pulling the trigger. He caught that one as soon as he caught it.
It's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Burke kicks to O'Quinn. Pass to Thomas. New York moving the ball around to the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, he can score on the inside. He's just so big that there's plenty of room for him to carve out.
Here's Azania. A second chance effort. Offensive rebound. And at last, they get one to fall.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Burke dishes to Williams. Pass to O'Quinn. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. O'Quinn's got 6.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And finish off by Hazonia.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Passes to Thomas. Off target with his 3. Magic leading by 17. Here's Biyombo. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
And that one falls for Burke. Good on both.
Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah, but the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems both on and off the floor.
Outside Thomas. Feeds to Burke. This one for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Trey Burke. Brent, for the Knicks, they go after big names to try and get a super team together. But unfortunately, they've been getting players on the downside of their career.
Yeah, I think that's the head-scratching part of all this, Kevin, is that this is New York City, often referred to as the Mecca of basketball, yet free agents have avoided New York. They have not wanted to come and take on the pressure of helping to rebuild the franchise, and many of these issues stem from a disconnect between management and what's going on the floor.
And the first one drops. Moutier, he's checked in for the Knicks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, and you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways, in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, that's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open 3 for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? What, do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin, positionless.
Biyombo, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Moutier kicks to O'Quinn. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. O'Quinn's got 8.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. needs a bit more support.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working. The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. He's got 8.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Outside Williams. There's the feed to Moutier. Pick by O'Quinn. Off the pick. And Moutier throws it down.
Sometimes the pick and roll is about patience, and Moutier shows it off there, allowing that space to open up.
Misses from short range. Ntilikina. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Magic lead by 19. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
The chemistry through the roof, and it's allowed them to build this huge lead after one.
All parts are working together, even the guys who have not put the points on the board making their subtle contributions.
Knicks trail by 19. Over in the corner, Moutier. Outside Williams. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for New York. And for the Knicks, we've got Williams, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Lance Thomas. Then it's Moutier, and it's Ntilikina in at the shooting guard position. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Pick by O'Quinn. Right side, Williams from 10 feet out. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas gets a wide open look, and the 3 ball is good. Thomas got 6 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Moutier, feeds it to O'Quinn. That's Biyombo with the rebound.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up. Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
From 12 feet out, connects, the jumper drops. 8 points for him.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pushing it up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess.
So both teams making some changes here. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for Orlando.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court if he gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And a wide open look for Lee. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Moutier kicks to Beasley. From 15 feet away, Augustine grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's deflected. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Augustine. Moutier passes to Beasley. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Kanter throws it down.
And poor choice by the defender. Kanter is a sizable guy to wrap up, but you have to do it or risk giving up the bucket plus a free throw.
And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench. A great array of post moves to pick from.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Kanter. Right now, Brent, so much ball movement is perimeter base, but as defenses have adjusted, do you think we'll see more offense run through the post again like we did before?
I think what we're seeing, Kevin, is that post-up play is being redefined by more guards, more guys who draw attention down there on the block. And that's the way these shifts are happening. The offense right now in today's NBA is so far ahead of what defensive concepts have taught you for years that the post-up game, it'll be a few years before we get back to dynamic post play.
I find that comment you just made fascinating, that it's that much advanced over the defense.
Yeah, because think about it, Kevin. For years and years, you've had coaching staffs and film guys talking to you about the basic qualities of a defense, and that is rim runs for the big, getting back into the paint, and building your defense out. You do that today, you're at a disadvantage on most every possession.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Hardaway. Stolen by Gordon. Whoa!
Yikes.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. Get out the mustard. I mean, we got a hot dog in the house.
Oh, baby, slam it down.
If I didn't see that for myself, I might not have believed it.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Jack dishes to Beasley. To the inside, Cantor. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Owning a diverse offensive skill set, a variety of moves both inside and out. Cantor right now on fire.
Fournier's shot is off.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Augustine. The putback, and Simmons is right there.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jack against Augustine. Hardaway is screen on Fournier. And the shot goes in.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lee against Augustine. Lee kicks to Jack. Lee sets a screen for Jack. A floater, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist from Jack. Jack's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
He kicks to Beasley. Here's Lee outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lee's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Knicks.
Pretty much.
That athletic. Yeah. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Jack against Augustine. Cantor with a screen on Gordon. Here's Lee. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 6 assists here tonight.
Lee, a good job down low. Tough to do as a guard to carve out that much room. Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
New York's gone 4-7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. They set the pick. There's a screen by Cantor. Jumper off the screen. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got 9 points in the quarter.
And it's not a secret, Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Here's Gordon. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Jack. Back to Hardaway. Unloads from 13. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Beasley's got 14 points for the game.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker. Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Jack against Augustine. Hardaway passes to Lee. Beasley with the screen on Simmons. Off the pick. And Lee with the stuff.
And one of the things that Lee does fairly well is the change of speed, so tough for the defense to get timing on him.
Here's Gordon, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Gordon's got 29.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
And Gordon over to help. Poked away. Jack against Augustine. Beasley outside. Misses the 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Simmons. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Over in the corner, Lee. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Magic leading by 22. And it's Simmons penetrating. Off target from the baseline. New York shooting it quite well, 52% from the field in the second quarter. Here's Hardaway. That one off the back iron and out. The Magic shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. He sinks the 11-footer. He's got 20.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Simmons lays it in without an inch of room around him. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Gordon over to help. Lee outside. And just miss after miss right now. And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Jack kicks to Cantor. The pass to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, Cantor always thought of as a scorer first. That time, an excellent job spotting his teammate and getting...
Look out! Get out the mustard. I mean, we got a hot dog in the house.
Oh, baby, slam it down.
If I didn't see that for myself, I might not have believed it.
15 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Gordon, and he slams it down right on top of Michael Beasley.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Magic just dominating this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, great first half. You had it going. What was the difference?
Yeah, I just tried to come out and give my team a spark, have a little bit of energy, and it just turned out in some easy buckets.
We'll see if you can get more of those easy ones in the second half, Aaron. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everybody. So far, a pretty one-sided first half. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. Ugh, you hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh, you got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh, gut check time, Ernie.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, We'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Down low, it's the athletic pair of Gordon and Biyombo. And it's Simmons in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And Lee has shot in the high 30s in terms of his percentage.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Outside Jack. It's Beasley on the wing. Beasley with a screen on Fournier. Off the screen. Hardaway, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Jack kicks to Beasley. Shoots over Fournier. Beasley can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
And it's Gordon missing.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Cantor with a screen on Simmons. Here's Beasley. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got his 8th assist in the game.
A huge mistake, letting him establish that kind of position down low.
Yeah, defense 101. Don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach.
And stolen by Biyombo. From 12 feet out. Unable to get that one. Excellent D from Cantor. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
For New York, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
One shot, find the lanes.
Free throw drops in for Beasley. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
No good from Lee.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Fournier. It's rebounded by New York. Cantor's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Jack. He dishes it to Beasley. Lee with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. Knocks it loose. Clock at 6. Lee passes to Beasley. Jack for 3. The Knicks rebound. Here's Cantor. Biyombo with the block. And they're moving it up. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Beasley.
And what a big-time game we've seen from him. He's been the one looking to create and get a shot each trip down the floor. Every time a shot falls, his confidence just grows and grows. Just an all-around tremendous offensive showing.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Lee outside. New York, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got 43 points.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Well, over the course of the last 10 games, these big men have been the NBA's best at the charity stripe. The fourth position held by Michael Beasley.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Big men making free throws? Who knew? These players are as comfortable at the stripe as they are in any other aspect of the game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
A chance to check out some stats for Gordon. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
And Brent, there aren't a lot of places quite as special as playing here in New York and on this floor. What was it like for you the first time you played against the Knicks in New York?
Unbelievable. I love getting to the big city every year. Amazing to be inside the Garden. I have to tell you, Kevin, one of my favorite things was to walk to the New York Knicks opposing team locker room and see the poster of Frank Sinatra outside the locker room. He did it his way, and we ended up doing it ours.
Here's Azania. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hardaway with a wide open look. And the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
The Magic have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Biyombo drops them both. Here's Ntilikina. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
Oh! And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Kicks to Cantor to end the run, and the layup is good. Cantor's got 17.
Long arms and solid athleticism. Cantor with good physical tools to score in traffic.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Beasley the screen. Cantor in the corner. Dishes it to Hardaway. No good from 18.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And now the Knicks on the break. Lee's running. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Lee does a good job there of knifing in and understanding he was going to get the hit.
And Courtney Lee, one of the more reliable pros in the NBA.
That might not sound like a lot, Kevin, but coaches are always looking for consistency, things they can rely on from any given player, and Courtney Lee has done that. A 2-guard that can defend, can knock down some threes, and isn't going to get outside of himself all that often.
The first free throw is good.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Both good from the line that time. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation. And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
New York, no good that time either. Well, Orlando shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Ntilikina banked in off the glass. Ntilikina's got his first 2 points.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
New York shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. And here's Cantor. He's got 17. The dish to Lee. A three-pointer off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Cantor. Biyombo with the block. They retain possession. Swiped away. And now Orlando on the break. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Ntilikina. Expanding his range. Goes back up. That shot misses. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beasley. And it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Mack, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. New York called for the foul. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Burke dishes to O'Quinn. Williams kicks to Burke. No good, unable to end this run.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 14.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
It's Thomas outside. That one doesn't drop. The Magic go the other way with it. The layup off target. The Knicks shooting around 41% on the night. Ball's knocked loose. A solo fast break for the finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
And a good decision on the move. Too often we see teams have this kind of opportunity and fail to convert.
Burke kicks to Williams. And the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 20 points for him.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And now a look at Emmanuel Mudiay here. How last month turned out for him. He's getting around 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Count that one. Lasagna's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Over in the corner, Mudiay. He feeds it to Williams. They need this one. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Mudiay's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Biyombo in the post. O'Quinn defending. Biyombo. That's good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Nobody near Williams. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Biyombo. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. Now here's Burke. D right on him. They get a hand on it. Mudiay with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Clock at 4. Goes up on the high post. He squares up and sinks it. Mudiay's got his second basket of the night.
Sweet jumper there from Mudiay, catching the D by surprise by taking that shot as soon as he got the pass.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Burke kicks to Mudiay. Right side, Williams. Pass to Burke. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Burke's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And over time, O'Quinn has carved out a nice role for himself, a capable and bruising big.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for O'Quinn.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Magic shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
To the inside, it's tipped. Here's Thomas, plenty of space. New York, no good that time either. 1 second left. Gordon goes in, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And so it's Orlando, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Look, they can't guard great passing. They're passing the ball great to start. We got to do that for 4 quarters.
Reaching ball movement. Frank Vogel likes what he's seeing so far.
Yeah, and I'd say moving the ball with a purpose. Working the offense, trying to find good shots.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, they've got Thomas, also Williams out there. Burke is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aflalo. Thomas a screen. Pass to Burke. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And O'Quinn kicks to Thomas. From outside, off the mark. Thomas gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
One shot.
The Knicks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Burke, the pass to Williams. Double team on Williams. Back to Burke. Pick by O'Quinn. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Here's Aflalo. Again, the Magic score.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Shot to stop the run. Here's O'Quinn, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
One shot.
Watch Kyle O'Quinn play, and you see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, at a Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch four out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
Shoots from 12. Orlando grabs the miss. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for him. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So we'll see Maurice Spates go to the line here. It's going to go on Trey Burke. And Maurice Spates, the stretch big man, has always had a good mid-range shot, Brent, but when he was with the Warriors, you may recall, he was able to expand his range out to 3.
Well, there's something that goes along with winning, and I think that's a tremendous amount of confidence. So after Maurice Spates got the championship ring, I think he brings some of that leadership and locker room mentality that you need on a winning team.
That one misses for Spates. Hey, Brent, with the size and speed of NBA athletes, could we see the court widened out at some point, whether it's the lane or even the boundaries?
That's a great question, Kevin. I often thought that the league should widen the court to the point where the 23-9 three-point line should be an exact semicircle.
Is the same, yes.
Which would extend the court another couple feet on each end and create more space, more driving opportunities, more room to watch the greatest athletes in the world do what they do best. That's run, jump, pass, and entertain us. So maybe the league looks at it. Right now, I don't think there's any plans for it, but it's a great question.
That free throw, no good. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And the second free throw, good. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Yeah, just a breakdown defensively there allows them to wind up with an easy dunk straight off the inbounds.
Passes it to Williams. They set the pick. Ball's knocked loose. He's all alone. Count it. 24 points for him.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Here's O'Quinn. That shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. Jumps up. And Spates gets it to go. Spates has got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
O'Quinn can't hit. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 17-7 run. Another shot, and O'Quinn sends it back.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
Feeds it to Williams. And Thomas has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Down low, here's O'Quinn. No good off the pick.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Some nice passing by New York here. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, O'Quinn knows he's not going to be playing a ton of minutes in this game, so he's going to throw himself around in every position. Good job on the glass there.
Augustine, no luck. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. He doesn't usually fire from out there.
Ntilikina continues to impress from deep. He's definitely showing he's comfortable shooting it from beyond.
And Spates gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Thomas kicks to O'Quinn. Thomas a screen.
Easy to see that foul call there as O'Quinn, the wide body, gets in there for contact.
First one falls for him.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Magic shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Here's the 3, and Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Augustine.
Well, defensively, not the kind of shot you'll want to give up to Mo Spates. You got to force him to put the ball down on the floor and make him earn the points.
Pick by Williams. Right wing. Here's O'Quinn. Gets an open look and hits. O'Quinn's got 20.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The Knicks shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. They set the pick. There's the feed to Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Number 24.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
So for the Magic, Rashad Vaughn comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Augustine. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for New York. He's off on the second. That shot off. The Knicks shooting not great, 40% for the game. Now, here's O'Quinn. Here's Mudiay. Oh!
No way. And when Mudiay takes off on drives like that, it's almost impossible to be in front of him.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Here's Vaughn. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Mack's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pick by O'Quinn. Over to the left wing. And the three ball is good.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Just shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by the Magic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. New York shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Mack. Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Awesome to see Kyle O'Quinn have a night like this in the league where his offense is just unstoppable.
And that one goes long.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Here's Ntilikina at the top of the key. Williams to the left side wing. New York moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. For the three. Mack grabs the miss. Mack's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Spates. No good with the triple. New York shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Now the pass to Moutier. Here's Ntilikina. Off target from three-point range. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Another miss by Orlando.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
The Magic shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Here's Spates. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Double team on Williams. That's good from Williams. So he gets them both. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. So it's the Knicks now. Stolen away. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And he slams it one-handed.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped and they put them on the line.
I think it's safe to say that the Emmanuel Mudiay experiment still continues. Great athleticism for a point guard, plays with great power as a point guard. The decision-making and the shot selection are the things that a lot of scouts, coaches, and teammates want him to get better at, and no doubt he does too.
The free throw good from Mudiay. Mudiay, through his first few seasons in the league, struggling from the floor. Brent shooting well under 40% every year.
Well, the further he gets away from the rim, the tougher it is for Mudiay to find scoring. So a lot of defenders find themselves backing up and challenging Emmanuel Mudiay to make shots over the top. Got to put a lot of work in to become more consistent as an outside threat.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
And it's Spates with the rebound.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
Vaughn gets the bucket.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
That's tipped. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. So it's the Knicks now. Picked by O'Quinn. Kicks it to Mudiay. Here's Ntilikina. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. Here's Spates. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. New York with the foul.
Well, he's been well-traveled, Mo Spates, mostly because of inconsistent play, but the last few years, finding his stride.
Two shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. To the paint. Lays it up and banks it in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Aaron Gordon.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
And now running it up the court, Matt pushing it up. And he banks in the layup.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Picked away. Here's Vaughn. And the 3-ball is good.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. by himself, rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, good job with the anticipation, and then the quick hands results in points off the break.
Sometimes you calculate the risks, and he did it there, but couldn't have turned out any better.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Bit of a numbers game. More boards, obviously, meaning more possession, and that's been reflected tonight in the score.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're leading. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Or could be just wanting to execute well down the stretch. Don't want to leave any room for chance.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum, and his effort has been very special tonight. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. The putback. It's hauled in by Thomas. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.